Hello, hello, hello. I think we should be live right now. So, the reason why we're back in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League before the regular season begins is we were supposed to run different rosters for the Buffalo Amiibashers throughout the preseason, and we did not realize that Buffalo had submitted proper roster orders until after the preseason had ended. So, because of that, the Buffalo Amiibashers have been granted 5 exhibition games to test out the rest of their rosters, and 5 teams have volunteered to play the Buffalo Amiibashers. All games will be in Buffalo tonight. So, we're going to see some exhibition matches as a couple teams still need to decide some roster orders. Toronto, Your Worst Nightmare, Amiibo Engage, Time Zone Squad, and the Natsuki Lovers, thank you for volunteering. We have a Buffalo exhibition as Buffalo. They have a 12-team roster. They need to cut down from 12 to 10 between now and the regular season. The regular season will begin in about 1 week from today, folks. So 1 week from today, we'll have that regular season. But 5 exhibition games. There will be no commentary tonight when the actual matches start. So we're just going to be playing the game raw, no commentary from me. Let's see. First up is going to be Toronto, as we mentioned. So let's start with loading Toronto's roster. If I come here, we need Razor Force's link. Razor Force, where is that link? Here it is. It's going to be Sigurd. Toronto is more or less going to be using the similar roster as we've been seeing all preseason. So here comes the link. We're going to see Luckman's Rosalina. So where is Luckman's Rosalina Ω? Preseason favorite. We're going to find her real quick. That is my Discord going off. So let me actually... Can I mute this tab? Yes, I can mute Discord. I don't need Discord to be all loud right there. Luckman's Rosalina, where is it? I have my microphone all the way in the back because I'm not going to be using the microphone today. I'll do a Discord ping real quick for the people involved in the exhibition, because teams involved, they might want to see how they'll be able to do for one last exhibition game. Alright, Ω. After Ω, we are going to see Rap Jam Zelda, Season 1 MVP. Spent first 2 seasons with the Time Zone Squad, last 2 seasons here. Has not been getting as much playtime as she wanted. She might be getting all that playtime here in Season 5 though, her 3rd with Toronto. Slot 4, we're going to see Duke Fizzle's Me Brawler, Prof Help. Long-time starter, has been with this team ever since the very beginning of this league. So we're going to see Prof Help for the first time in Season 5, even if it is an exhibition match. So let's find Prof Help real quick. Here we are. Professor Help, actually, but I need Duke Fizzle explain to me the me all that's like from like a game or something like that. I need to remember what it is. I'll search DMs after this, but Cicada Sephiroth Varum. He has had a very strong preseason with Toronto, as Toronto still needs to release one more Amiibo, but that's going to be it for Toronto. Let's bring in Buffalo. Let's see. First match of tonight for Buffalo, we're going to see a bunch of different Amiibo. So, the roster that was supposed to originally play back in preseason round 2, keep in mind these are different matches than what we did see, but for the Buffalo exhibition, Dabuffalo's Falco Dajob is going to be in as the first Amiibo. There is a leadoff competition between Dajob, Low, and that Me Brawler. We're actually going to see all sorts of different leadoffs here, so my apologies. But Dajob, he was a leadoff last season for the Buffalo Amiibashers most of the year. Started 12 games as the leadoff, went 8-4 as such. We're going to see 14 J Masters Dark Pit in the second slot. You've been familiar with him. He, as well as The Farm. The Farm will not be playing today, but both of these may will come over from Fun Gang. In slot number 3, we are going to see Just a Guy's Link, so let's bring in that Link real quick. Where is he? He is going to be somewhere. Just a Guy Link. Here is Lonk. Alright, Lonk is loading in right now. Slot 4. Slot 4 is going to feature the likes of Volkey's Ryu Tatsugiri. So let's find Tatsugiri real quick. Started a couple games for Buffalo last season. We'll see if Tatsugiri gets more of a role, if he'll be one of those 2 Amiibo cut in the preseason. Alright, as mentioned, there's going to be no commentary when we begin, but Haim is going to be your 5th and final Amiibo. So penguhr's Pokemon Trainer, that's going to be your first exhibition match roster. All 5 games will be played in Buffalo tonight. But let's see. Let me come over real quick. Ping for the Buffalo exhibition. Where is my channel? Here we go. Buffalo exhibition time. Alright. Welcome to the Buffalo exhibition for the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League Season 5 preseason. We're playing 5 exhibition matches tonight. Because the Buffalo Amiibashers did not have their proper roster orders set in the preseason, they were granted 5 exhibition games. There will be no commentary during tonight's matches, but let's get that announcement real quick on the Discord server. Live now, Buffalo Exhibition. Buffalo Exhibition, no commentary, so no commentary. Come over here. Let's ping that stream. Let's ping the exhibition role. Let's ping the Season 5 role. Give that real quick. So as mentioned, no commentary from me tonight. Gotta rest my voice for next week of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League when we do begin the regular season. 1 week from today will be the start of the regular season. Whenever this broadcast does end, though, I might do a second broadcast or later this week where I try to predict the opening day rosters for the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. But Buffalo, they're going to be playing 5 matches against Toronto, Your Worst Nightmare, Amiibo Engage, the Time Zone Squad, and the Natsuki Lovers. For his first match, we have Sigurd, Owo, Nezuko, Prof Help, and Varum versus Dejab, Babich, Lonk, Tatsugiri, and Heim. Alright, your first exhibition match will start shortly. Alright, the Buffalo Amiibashers, they get a 5-4 win over Toronto in their first exhibition game. So let's get that screenshot real quick. We get 2 KOs from the Dark Pit, 1 from the Link, 1 from Tatsugiri, 1 from Haim, including that game winner. Haim almost sold though. I saw Varum, he was almost on pace to get that second KO against here, but Toronto, thank you for participating in the exhibition. Buffalo, they win this game 5-4. Coming up next, all home games will be in Buffalo. It's going to be your worst nightmare after this. So let's actually stay on the mic for a second. Let's see. So game 2, once again, all games are going to be in Buffalo, so Spirit Train Battlefield. Fun fact, Toronto and Buffalo, they're actually going to play each other in the first round of the regular season. So that's why I wanted to get that game out of the way first. It's going to be back in Buffalo, by the way. So they are going to rematch opening round 1 week from today. That's going to be over on Spirit Train Battlefield Forum. So let's see, the roster for your worst nightmare. We're going to see Eden as the leadoff again. So let's find Nightmare Sephiroth Eden. So all preseason, especially with this extra 7th game that this team receives, we're going to see the Sephiroth. So let's bring him in. In slot 2 for your worst nightmare, we're going to see MLO 456's Dark Pit. This is going to be his 2nd game of the preseason, including this exhibition right here. Let me move my microphone just a little bit closer to me real quick. So, there we go. Microphone should be a bit clearer now. Hello, hello. Y'all hear me better? Slot 3, we're going to see Joseph's Gandorf. So let's find Joseph's Gandorf real quick. Joseph, Zilla, LJ, Joseph. Where is he on the alphabet? Here we go. Joseph Zill. Yeah, but more or less, this is going to be the same roster we have been seeing all preseason for your worst nightmare in this exhibition match against the Buffalo Amiibashers. Nightmare Steve Zerby. We're going to see him real quick. So your worst nightmare will not be playing any of their regular starters. So no Shion, no Rice, no King Raru, no Colonist, no Chroma either. So let's see, Nightmare Steve Zerby. If I can find Zerby real quick on this list, that is Mewtwo. That is, here we go, Zerby. Alright, so a little fun fact, I actually have 2 versions of Zerby saved on my system. So there's no difference between the 2 aside from the nickname. One is Zerby, the other is the Trader. They're completely identical to each other aside from the name. The name depends on whether or not this Zerby is on your worst nightmare or not. But let's find Crunchy's Ryu Bap Bap real quick. Where is Bap Bap? He's going to be the last Amiibo for this team, so where is, here he is. Alright. As for Buffalo, we will be seeing different rosters for Buffalo today. So, last season, the best leadoff in the Western Conference was Penguhr's Hero Low. He had the 2nd best leadoff season, no, 3rd best in the league. I think him and Dabuffalo finished with the same record, but let's find Penguhr's Hero Low real quick. Leadoff as he came to Buffalo after the Swarm had folded. So where is Low? Low is going to be right here. Going to be very fun to see what Buffalo does in the leadoff situation. Slot number 2 for the Buffalo Amiibashers, we are going to see Penguhr's Pokemon trainer Haim. Just got the game-winning KO against Toronto. So let's find Haim real quick. Here he is. Alright, in slot number 3, we're going to see Cicada's Olimar Voyager. So this is going to be, where is Cicada? Here we go. No, that's Crunchy's Olimar Colonist. I'm going to make that mistake like once or twice throughout the regular season. Remind me, Cicada's Olimar is Voyager. Crunchy's Olimar is Colonist. Colonist is supposed to be on your worst nightmare. Voyager, who's on the right side of your screen, that is for Buffalo. Slot 4, we're going to see Ditto's King Deity, I Don't Love You, another Amiibo who moved over from the Swarm to the Buffalo Amiibashers. So this team, they took multiple refugees from teams who folded last season. And the 5th and final Amiibo, oh hey, another Amiibo we just mentioned. It's going to be the Dark Pit. So let's find that Dark Pit real quick. Let's bring them in. And alright. Exhibition match number 2 of the Buffalo exhibition, we have Eden, Lucifer, Joseph Zill, Zerby, and Bap Bap for your worst nightmare against Low, Haim, Voyager, I Don't Love You, and the Dark Pit for Buffalo. Let's begin. Once again, trying to rest my voice a little, so no commentary throughout the match, but good luck. Oh, I forgot to mention, but I am writing this down on an index card, everyone's stats for Buffalo real quick. So with the Buffalo, if you don't want to watch VOD, I'll send this copy to you. If that last hit of the neutral air had landed, that would have been a knockout right there for the Dark Pit. That would have been insane, but that last hit not landing, just critical right there. So Buffalo is going to lose this exhibition match to your worst nightmare, 4-5. Alright. Let's look at those KOs real quick. We see 2 from Heim, 1 from the King Deity, and 1 from the Dark Pit. That neutral air was the difference. That last hit of the neutral air was a difference between 1 KO and 2 KOs though. So low leadoff loss. Voyager did not get any KOs. Alright. As for your worst nightmare, we see Eden, Joseph Zill, Zerby, and Bap with KOs. Bap getting that game winner. The Dark Pit, though, on their side did not get any KOs here, so we'll see. Coming up next for the Buffalo exhibition, we're going to see Amiibo Engage playing the Buffalo Amiibashers. So let's go to that right now. Once again, all home games on Buffalo. Let's change the music, though. I say we do... Yeah. Alright, so up next it's going to be Amiibo Engage. So let's find Amiibo Engage's roster first. It's going to be just more or less the same roster from preseason round, the final preseason round. So where is Holy Wars' Marth? Yeah, so Walmart, Happy Link, Dr. Crockpot, Right Wing, and Mercury. Let's find them real quick. We'll get this match started in a minute or two, but Walmart. We'll see if Amiibo Engage wants to use this Marth as the leadoff in the regular season when step begins, trying to move on from Jacob most likely. Where is Happy Link? Actually, Happy Link's gonna be at the very beginning. That's my Toon Link. No, that's House of John Pickman. Happy Link, here we go. Alright, slot 3. This is gonna be Dr. Mario, so it's gonna be Dr. Crockpot. So let's find Dr. Crockpot real quick. It's gonna be in Holy Wars. Had 19 KOs as a rookie, this Dr. Mario. We'll see if Amiibo Engage wants to improve off that Dr. Mario here in Season 5 of the Squad Amiibo Draft League. Amiibo Engage, they did make it to the playoffs last season, so once again, they want to go on a deeper run than just the first round, though. Coming up fourth is going to be Holy Wars' Roy, Right Wing. I do think this team, they're definitely going to make it to the playoffs this season. I will most certainly say that, especially with Doodlebob. Doodlebob will be able to start once the regular season does begin. Doodlebob did not get any preseason action, not even during this exhibition match. They did change Byleths, though. Last season, we had Raikou. 20 KOs, 16 of them in the regular season, 4 in the playoffs, but they decided to move on to Soy Sauce's Byleth Mercury. Raikou was a free agent for a long time this offseason, but got signed by JG Wentworth in the final round of the preseason. So we'll see how JG Wentworth uses Raikou as they want to improve from their season last year's. They have some of the tools though. Smooth Criminal getting those spontaneous KOs, Pantwan being one of the best leadoffs seasons ever. But that's your roster for Amiibo Engage. We'll talk about JG Wentworth another day, but your roster for Buffalo, we're going to see just the guys Link, going to be Lonk. So let's find Lonk real quick. Where is he? Here he is. Alright. So Lonk had 1 KO for Buffalo in the first preseason game. Sorry, first exhibition game. He's going to be the leadoff this time. We are going to see Bloom in that second slot, though. Penguhr's Prawn Plant. Buffalo grabbed a bunch of Amiibo that came from folded teams this offseason, and yes, Bloom is yet another one of them. Spent 4 seasons in the Squad Amiibo Draft League with the Ceiling Fans, but the Ceiling Fans folded after that heartbreaking loss, which eliminated them from the playoffs. So Bloom coming out right there. That was also the retirement game for Doom, who self-destructed in said retirement game. Let's see. We're going to see Frostbite's Me Brawler Bubble Base. He was the leadoff all preseason because 1 AM, you forgot to adjust the rosters. 1 AM. That's my fault. Slot 3. In slot number 4, we are going to see the Job. So Dabuffalo's Falco going to be in that 4th slot real quick. So let's find a Job. Let's see. Get a job. How can I get a job? Let's see. Job. Alright, slot 5. We're going to see Tatsugiri once again once the Job loads in. But Tatsugiri is going to be the last Amiibo for the Buffalo Amiibashers. So let's bring him in real quick. Welcome to Exhibition Game 3. We're going to have Volkies. Where is Volkies? No, that is Ryu Tatsugiri. But welcome to Exhibition Game 3 of the Buffalo Exhibition. This is going to be a halfway point. So there was 2 games before, 2 games after. We have Amiibo Engage for this 3rd match, as we will see Walmart, Happy Link, Dr. Crockpot, Right Wing, and Mercury versus Lonk, Bloom, Bubble Base, The Job, and Tatsugiri. Let's get started. By the way, I am tracking KOs for Buffalo in this Buffalo exhibition. As of right now, Heim currently leads with 3. No commentary, just the rest of my voice, but your leadoffs are Wentworth versus Donk.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, so the Buffalo Amiibashers will lose its third game to Amiibo Engage. They have yet to get a leadoff win from anyone on their team so far, but 3 KOs from Dr. Crockpot from Amiibo Engage. We see 2 KOs from Bloom, 1 from Tatsugiri, and well, that's just about it for the Buffalo Amiibashers. So Bloom right now. I believe Bloom currently has 2 KOs so far this preseason. Heim still leads. Actually, both Heim and the Dark Pit have 3 each. So we'll see. Heim, I think that's going to be all the action for Heim so far this exhibition. Same with the Dark Pit, I believe. So we'll see if anyone can surpass that. But Dr. Crockpot, 3 KOs in his exhibition game for Amiibo Engage. Amiibo Engage does not need to make any roster cuts, but Walmart with that off stage with that. I wonder how Marth will do as a leadoff in the preseason. In regular season. I wonder if it's going to be closer to like Toronto with Linnes back in Season 2, Season 3, or if it's going to end up similar to the Red Penrose experiment with the Time Zone Squad. We'll see. But coming up next, we're going to have the Time Zone Squad against Buffalo Amiibashers. Time Zone Squad, they need to release 2 Amiibo from their team, so we'll see. They have a decision, but there's 3 Amiibo they're considering releasing, but they'll see which 2 they only need to cut. Alright, Time Zone Squad versus Buffalo is coming up next. Once again, all home games gonna be in Buffalo. Let's just choose a different song this time. I say we do, let's see. Yeah. Alright, 5 versus 5. We'll start with the Time Zone Squad roster. They're not using all of their starters, only the leadoff and the King Deity for what I'm hearing. Yes. But 1AM's Me, Brawler, and Okoton will be starting once the regular season begins. The Time Zone Squad has more or less submitted a starting order. Actually, no, we did see the Time Zone Squad use all their starters in the final preseason game when they played the Fantasy Feed Enthusiasts. Mazaka Tua's Lucas Gary is one of 3 Amiibo the Time Zone Squad is considering releasing from their roster. They could also make a trade. Keep in mind, teams can make trades for Amiibo or just Amiibo for draft picks. There are draft picks in the future. You can trade draft picks up to Season 8, I believe. So 6, 7, 8. But we're going to see up next, Nightmares King Deity Pancakes, the Season 3 MVP of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. He will be starting. Buffalo had specifically requested for the Time Zone Squad to use Pancakes in this game, so the Time Zone Squad agreed, and so did Pancakes. Half Mario's Me Sword Fighter Abby has not been having the best preseason in her rookie season. 2nd round pick from the Time Zone Squad. We'll see if she's able to be given another chance here, or if she will be a free agent when the regular season begins. But the 5th and final Amiibo for the Time Zone Squad is going to be Ikaba's Pokemon Trainer. Yo, Side B. Was intended to be the leadoff for the Time Zone Squad last season in Season 4, had a disastrous leadoff, 0 KOs in 4 games, got benched for the rest of the regular season. Been having a somewhat of a decent preseason, but did have some SD issues in one of the preseason matches. That's going to be it for the Time Zone Squad, so we will see 2 starters in Nokoton and Pancakes, so no Trident, no Crony, no Sidon either. As for Buffalo, this match right here, the leadoff is going to be Tatsugiri this time, so let's find Tatsugiri real quick. Where is he going to be? Oki's Ryu. But don't worry, it's not going to be just one leadoff, we're going to see a double leadoff scenario. So, after the Tatsugiri, we are going to see Penguhr's hero Low, best leadoff in the Western Conference last season from the Swarm. Let's find Low real quick. Okay, one thing I could imagine Buffalo doing if they really wanted to is a double leadoff, because they have the job, they have Low, they can do a 1-2 dynamic duo of leadoffs if they really wanted to, because I feel like that could help this team a lot. Buffalo, they made it to the playoffs last season, and I think, no, did they win their first round playoff series or did they lose? I think it might have been a first round loss to No Custody, right? 6 versus 3. Yeah, they lost in game 3 to No Custody with that 4 KO performance from Venus, who Buffalo had sniped in the draft right ahead of No Custody. But right, to Buffalo's Byleth the Farm, the replacement Byleth is coming in slot number 3 for the Amiibashers. So let's find them real quick. The Farm, one of 2 Amiibos who came over from Fun Gang. Slot number 4 is going to be Frostbite's Me Brawlers. So let's find Bubble Base real quick. Bubble Base, where are you? Bubble Base, Bubble Base, Bubble Base. From SpongeBob. Alright. The 5th and final Amiibo for the Buffalo Amiibashers for this preseason game 4 is going to be, exhibition game 4 is going to be Just a Guy's Link Lonk. As things stand right now in the exhibition standings for Buffalo Amiibashers in terms of KO count, the current leaders are the Dark Pit and the Pokemon Trainer with 3 KOs each. We'll see if that changes here. Where is... No, that I need to remove from here. Joseph, Jaws, just the guy. Here we go. Here is the link. Alright, so... Exhibition game number 4, we're going to have the Time Zone Squad on the road at Buffalo. It's going to be Nokotan, Gary, Pancakes, Abby, and Yo! Side B versus Tatsugiri, Low, The Farm, Bubble Base, and Long. Once again, no commentary because I am resting my voice, but I do want to explain the matches before we get started. Let's begin. Exhibition Match 4. Okay, so it's gonna be another loss for the Buffalo Amiibashers. They lose to the Time Zone Squad 5-4. So we see Abby with possibly the game of her career. A 2 KO performance possibly save her a spot with the Time Zone Squad. We see Low with 2 KOs, the Farm with 1 KO, Donk with 1 KO here. So Tatsugiri, nobody has gotten a leadoff win yet for the Buffalo Amiibashers in this Buffalo exhibition. There's still 1 game left to the exhibition. Nokutan, leadoff win, Pancakes getting that KO onto Low. The Farm able to get rid of Pancakes though with the side B. Abby, 2 KOs. Yo, side B with that game winning KO, the down air, sending Link too far down to recover. Let's get that screenshot real quick. 1 match remains to the Buffalo Amiibashers exhibition. Gonna be the Natsuki Lovers as the final team. So let's head to that right now. Once again, all games in Buffalo. We'll play, where is it? There we go, this is the right song now. Full steam ahead. Remind me, this off-season, sorry, not this off-season, but within this week, I need to adjust my song selection so that Full Steam Ahead and some other songs played, not just Cast's theme. But Natsuki Lovers, formerly known as Red Plus Blue, they had a league worst 2-14 season last year that included a 12-game losing streak. They did not win a single game after winning in round 4 of the regular season. We're going to see Mario Dudes Olimar Fred as the first amiibo. This is a very surprising turnaround given the fact that Red Plus Blue in Season 3, they had made it to the playoffs with more or less the same roster. I believe they went 11-5 back in Season 3, but let's see. Slot 2 is going to be Penguhr's Meta Knight lore, so let's find lore real quick. I think 12 games is the longest losing streak in Squad Track Amiibo Draft League history. I need to double check because we do have one team that did perform worse than Season 4 Red Plus Blue. That was Season 1 The Boys. The Boys, that was a one and only season, but where is lore? Here is lore. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Boys won their only game in round 6. So that's like 5-game losing streak and a 10-game losing streak. So I do think the longest losing streak in Squad Track Amiibo Draft League history does belong to Season 4 Red Plus Blue. Of course, this is the new team with a new identity, new full control for Soy Sauce as her team. They want to make it back to the playoffs. Soy Sauce's Aegis, that's going to be the Doomed Yuri. I don't think Doomed Yuri was the problem though. I definitely think just sometimes your roster just doesn't work. That happened to the Time Zone Squad Season 2. They ran it back with the same team after going 14-2. They only got 5 wins, number 1 overall pick in Season 3, well, after the expansion franchises. But sometimes things just don't work for some reason or another. You can build the right roster, but sometimes you just get unlucky. And I feel like that is what happened to the Natsuki Lovers. Alright, 5th and final amiibo. This is a sensational rookie so far. Soy Sauce's Lucas had that 3-1 comeback against defending champion Novas, who were using their starters in that game. That was early in this preseason, but the final exhibition opponents will be the Natsuki Lovers. Alright, as for the Buffalo Amiibashers, let me write this real quick. Natsuki Lovers. But Buffalo Amiibashers, their leadoff for their 5th and final game of the exhibition will be Ditto's King Deity I Don't Love You. So let's find the deity real quick. Where is the King Deity? Let's just see. King Deity, Ditto, Deity. Alright. Slot number 2, we are going to see Dabuffalo's Falco the Jobs. Let's find the job real quick. Where is the job? Where is the job? He needs to get a job somewhere in the line. He needs to get an employment application. Get a job. Get a job. Employment application. Gotta pay your taxes to the government so we can have smooth streets and oh my kid, not tax dollars going to Israel. 14 J Masters Ices are gonna be the next amiibo real quick. So Donkers had a pretty strong season for the Buffalo Amiibashers last year. Part of their playoff roster. We're gonna see Panger's Piranha Plant's gonna be Bloom. So let's see. Bloom. Where is Bloom? Alright. And yes, I am keeping track of who does lead in the KO so far. I think it is gonna be, let's see. I'll do math real quick, but I think the Piranha Plant might be one of the contenders right now for most KOs. Let's see. No, he only has 2 KOs. I think it's still the Dark Pit and the Pokemon Trainer. Alright, Panger's Hero Low going to be the 5th and final amiibo. He had 2 KOs last game. He can take the lead with 2 KOs for his Buffalo exhibition. So once we bring in Low, that will start the final game of this Buffalo exhibition. Alright, final match of the Buffalo exhibition. We have the Natsuki Lovers versus the Buffalo Amiibashers. It's gonna be Fred, Lore, Doomed Yuri, Dumas, and Depression versus I Don't Love You, The Job, Donkers, Bloom, and Low. No leadoff has won for Buffalo yet in this exhibition. We'll see if this King Deity breaks that streak. But let's get started. Alright, and that concludes the Buffalo exhibition as the Buffalo Amiibashers lose 4-5 to the Natsuki Lovers. So, I Don't Love You did get that leadoff win. We see Donkers with a KO. Low gets 2 more KOs here. On the other side of things, Lore, Doomfury, 2 KOs, Depression with 1 KO, the game winner. Low was able to turn this 1 versus 3 scenario down to the last Amiibo, but ultimately the down tilt into the forward smash, that was able to get it for Depression for Natsuki Lovers to win 5-4. I thought Low had a chance to get that comeback, but ultimately it fell short. So let's see. Low will finish with most KOs in the Buffalo Amiibashers with 4. That was 2 this round, 2 in the previous round. Bloom has 3. I believe the Pokemon Trainer has 3. And a couple other have 2. I'll do the full total count real quick, so let's see. The Job has 0 knockouts. Actually, I'll do the full total off stream, all that, but more or less, Buffalo Amiibashers, they do need to release 2 Amiibo from their roster. So we'll see. I know Lonk, let's see, Lonk had 2 KOs. We had Voyager, did only 1 game, did not get a KO. The King Deity. King Deity is most likely going to make it on, but he did get 2 KOs here. Tatsugiri with, let's see, 2 KOs. Bloom with only 3 KOs. Right? Only 3 KOs or just 2? No, just 2 KOs from Bloom. My apologies. Heim had 3 KOs. I think, let's see, the Dark Pit had 3 KOs. We'll see what the final roster order is for the Buffalo Amiibashers, but that's going to do it for today. As mentioned, it's just going to be a short stream, all that, where we just do a Buffalo exhibition. Didn't want to do any commentary to rest my voice. Squad Track Amiibo Draft League Season 5 will start 1 week from today. So 1 week from today is going to be March the, let's see, today's the 2nd, so March 9th. Yeah, 1 week from today, Buffalo exhibition will begin on March 9th. So alright. Enjoyed that for now. Let's get these screenshots. I'll send them to Buffalo. He will make the roster decisions. I, on the Time Zone Squad, still need to release 2 Amiibo from my roster. I think that Lucas is going to be one of 2 released, but I had to make a decision on the 2nd still. But alright, that's going to do it for the Buffalo exhibition. This is the last preseason action, exhibition action, all that before we start with the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. Let's see. Not sure if I'll be able to live stream between now and then. If I do live stream, it might be Friday night. Sorry, not Friday night, Thursday night. Maybe, let's see, maybe Saturday morning, we'll see, but new job, all that, that's gonna have me live stream a little less. So days where I'm not working, days where I don't got school, all that, definitely gonna be live streaming Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. So let's see, this week gonna be busy. Next week for Squad Track Amiibo Draft League, we're most likely gonna stream on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Might try to do a double header that next Sunday though. So Sunday, let's pull up the calendar real quick. One second. Let's see, Sunday, that's gonna be the 15th, I think, right? Yeah, Sunday the 15th might be a doubleheader, so basically, round 1 on the 9th, round 2 on the 11th, round 3 on the 13th, doubleheader on the 15th. Let's see, Tuesday the 17th, we might do round 6. Thursday the 19th, that'll probably be another round. Let's see, Friday, Saturday, probably not be able to do anything. The Sunday afterwards, the Sunday the 22nd, that might be another doubleheader, gets around 9. But yeah, more than likely, Squad Track Amiibo Draft League Season 5 will last throughout March and April. The plan is March, April, that's going to be Season 5 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. I know things have been absurdly slow because we haven't played any matches since November. June, though. Okay. This slow pace will give me the opportunity to actually edit videos a lot because I do need to do season recaps for seasons 1 through 4. Hoping to get those done and released around the summertime, so by the time season 5 does end. Because the idea is we get those season recap videos out. That'll give us some off-season time, and hopefully season 6 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League, that'll start around mid-June. So that's the timeline right now. March, April, that's going to be season 5 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. June, that'll be start of season 6. The goal is to get 6 and 7 done throughout the summer, and hopefully 8, maybe even 9 throughout the fall and winter. But that's the goal. We're going to go up to season 8 most likely in 2026, maybe 9. But definitely need those recap videos to be made, so that's one project I need to work on, even though I've been procrastinating on that since, June of last year. But that's going to be it for the Buffalo exhibition. Y'all have a nice one. We will see you in 1 week from now when we start Season 5 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League.